We'll take it back to the lanes. Q2, first call, stock eliminator. Here's Derek Putnam. There is Super Gas. Apparently, Jason seems to think that I want to prove him wrong. It is early in the weekend, he can still recover. So, as I mentioned about Supercom, very similar. Change the index by 1 full second. So Supergas, you're looking for 9.90 on the scoreboard as Kenneth Horn on the right-hand side is possibly looking for some new underwears. He just tried to do a burnout, but the car didn't stay straight. It went left. There's a wall there. I don't think he wants to do that. Let's see if he does better this time. Well, unfortunately, it seems like it's just not what he wants to do. So he's going to go sans burnout here. Actually, that's what would be awesome if I learned how to push the button and actually refresh the screen. So Vinny 4K coming out of left-hand side, the 68 Camaro Pro Mod, as I so eloquently just labeled it. And Bernard Ruiz. 11 green for 4K, 991, 159. That's a nice little tiny 21 pack. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, 21 pack is basically when you take the reaction time and you add it to how far over the dial-in or the index you go. So you take 011 tree, just 11 thousandths. Add the 100th over the 990 index, 9.91, and that comes up with 21 total. The reason I'm telling you all that is because I'm waiting to see what's happening with Bernard Weaver. And it looks like, unfortunately, Bernard is going to go down the racetrack the wrong way. That's not what they wanted. So the transmission technician out of Madison, Virginia, unfortunately, did not get the first run he wanted. He gets a chance to come back and try it again here in just a little bit. Once again, we have called Stock Eliminator. Stock Eliminator, Q2, Joe Costello's favorite class, Stock Eliminator. Drag Racing's natural alarm clock. We need you to the staging lanes, please. All right, we're going to fire the next pair up and roll them into the water. John Sakish and Ricky Hall. And I got to remember to look over at Cody and make sure that I am not butchering somebody's last name. And as Cody and I have talked about, that's way too early to throw the thumbs up. Cody's giving me thumbs up, and we're on the second pair. Way too early to pregame, sir. Way, way, way too early. As Brian Lones would say, failing miserably on you already, sir. So John Sakish taking up the topless 63 Corvette over on the left-hand side. Purist, don't worry, that was not a real Corvette. These are purpose-built race cars. Reproduction body, so someone didn't carve up a wing. Ricky Hall choosing the 94 Beretta and now, just to give you an idea of how much are on the throttle stop, you take a 990 car, they're going about 135 miles an hour normally. So John Sakish is adding 45 to that after he's on a throttle stop. Absolutely nuts. Ernie 9 Bill Nunza. Nuza. New old 93. Right side, 004, left side. And both of them. 706 for Nuzo, left side, how about 105 miles an hour? So he has a top end stop on that one. 987 137 for Ernie 9 on the right hand side. I'll tell you what, both of them have their coffee. 004 left, 008 right. Woo! I'll take those time slips. dialing into the super gas or super comp car with a couple of hundreds below, not below. Very good way to set it up. Give it a couple throttle cracks and you're at 99. Joe Harper and Devin Eisenhower. Eisenhower, another guy doing double duty. 67. Eisenhower goes 985, 171 with a 004 red light. 007 red for Joe Harper and a 975, so he's about 1,500s quick. Dial that back a little bit. Once again, powering our way through the first session of runs, we have called Stock Eliminator for Q2. Done Q1 for Stock Eliminator. We liked him so much, we called him back for a second one. So, Stock Eliminator. Q2, come on down. Richard Grenier and Scotty Lyons. Lyons the 93 Beretta. How about that? We see 2 Berettas within the first 5 pairs. He's staging up left-hand side. He's going to have to dial that machine in just a little bit quicker. By a little bit, I mean just 2 tenths. No fights. Dawson Hawley and Robert Farkas. Farkas out of Virginia, 74 model Camaro. The last one with a solid single rear window. As far as it didn't have those little teardrops on the side to help with visibility. Yeah, here's a random car fact that you can repeat it every time. 983-142. Dawson Hawley left side, 978-151. On the right hand side is both by a little bit. They could probably wait and let it come around naturally as the air slows down. It's no big deal. Max Starks 2019 model drop top Corvette right side, 582 cubic inches of big block Chevy, and Greg Slack the 70. $992-158 for Slack, $986-165 for Starks. Heavy hitter coming up left-hand side. Granted, we're just at qualifying, but we're talking about a guy who knows how to get it done in the .90 classes as well as top dragster, Steve Furr. At a Harrisburg, North Carolina 68 Camaro that has racked up probably more round wins than Charger goes 989 with a 4, 152, 988 with a 5 at 168. And again, both drivers set the cars up. At least that's what I hear you do. It's so easy, everybody talks about it. Here comes our next pair, Tommy Corbett and Dean Mathauser. Yeah, let's try that. Mathauser. A 1947 GTO. Yeah, that's a rare car that's increasing in value. And Dean. Left side, 976-157. How about 9? This is the index mileage. It's close. I'll give some confidence going into the next one. How about the one and only Sherman Adcock? We're talking about him in Super Comp. Here he is in Super Gas. Georgia-based 2019 Corvette right side and Ed Pauley. Cavalier, 984-170 for Sherman Adcock. Into Glenn Smith for that. Billy Upton, another driver pulling double duty. You'll see a lot of that here as drivers decide, hey, I'm going to take a trailer to the racetrack. Let's haul 2 cars. Double my chances, double my fun. In some cases, double your entry fee. Gerald Harrison coming up right-hand side, 68 Camaro, no roof. Just a lot of bars. And Billy Upton, the 63 Corvette, also no roof. Just a bunch of bars. Staged up left-hand side. North Carolina on the right. South Carolina on the left. .993 on the left, 1018 and 158 for Harrison. That's not what he's down. I'm taking a guess. I don't know him personally, but if I was a racer and that's what came up, they'd be like, what's something with a 9 out of 10? Unless he chopped the throttle or something. Junior Houston and Bobby Trolley. Trolley coming up out of North Carolina, Mount Pleasant to be exact. 1968 model Mustang. 468 cubic inches of Chevy, and that probably means he took the shock towers and just hacked them off. .986 and 138 from Trolley, 989 with a 9 at 169. For Junior Houston, another driver who just misses that magic 9.90 bars by a mere 1,000. It was in eliminations, it can be oh so painful. Qualifying, it's more like, gives me a mark to shoot for. Tim Powell and Doug Ramsey. Ramsey, the 68 Camaro right side. 978, 154 for Ramsey, 981, 173 from Powell. Once again, stock. We have called you for Q2. Stock. Need you to lanes lead. Stock eliminator. Awesome combination of classic and modern cars that look, in some cases, like they just rolled off the assembly line. They run a lot faster than I think a lot of manufacturers may have originally intended. Doing more with less. Larry Forbes and Rick Schwank. Schwank out of Tennessee, the 27 Rookie Roadster. Drive that. 1038 at 127 for Larry Forbes after he's 44 green. Maybe the triple green coat springs for 996, 138 for Rick Swank. And I don't say that to the Vega as a bad thing. It's just, people use them in pro stock, and then people start using them in the super classes. And then the thing about the Vega, there's not a lot of wheelbase to them. So if they get twitchy, they get twitchy. You have to saw away on the wheel, and then they realize, hey, we can build cars with more wheelbase. More wheelbase means more stability and easier to drive. Sure, why not? You're going 150 to 170 miles an hour. Stability sounds like a good idea. As we were on hold, and we have it all here, so Bob Froese and Scott Lawton. Froese out of Indiana, 2019 model Camaro. Yeah, it's a 2019 68 Camaro. Trying to one-up each other, and they went 007 both sides, 984 and 979. So Lawton doing a little better on getting closer to the 990 index. David Morris and Johnny Cobb. Cobb, another Vega. This one's a 1974 variety. They sloped the nose a little bit by this point. 1969 Don Davis Camaro topless. David Morse goes 992, 172, 995, and 142 for Johnny Cobb, and Cobb turned it red. Morris, on the other hand, a good 022 green reaction time. Rusty Cook and Nathan Rose. Rose also out of Indiana, or 2015 model C7 body style Corvette. That's the body design they used up until they moved the engine to the back. 2020. Rusty Cook, former Jags All-Star winner. And not a guy you want to pull in eliminations. It's a pretty good track record. He's out of Kentucky. It's a 99 model Corvette. So we got a couple of Corvettes on the starting line, and I don't see any golf clubs anywhere. Nor do I see any New Balance. And Sherry, helpful fact. You kind of tell when I have a really tough word. Southern people sometimes struggle with this. Yeah, I'm doing the joke on myself. Helpful finger out of Wesley Chapel for me. I can't even write the joke. He's from the same state as me. 1938 model Roadster, 615 cubic inches. Is a retired U.S. Marine. Thank you for your service, sir. Honduras is staging up the New York-based 2003 Cavalier left side, also choosing the 600-plus cubic inch Chevrolet for power plant to move him to the finish line. Hopefully. For Honduras on the left side. Bernard Weaver's going to give it another try, and hopefully it comes off the starting line this time. The Virginia-based 84 Daytona. I'll tell you what, Jason is rejoining me here in the booth. We've seen a lot of interesting cars and super gases. Old, I don't want to use that expression.
Not to be technically correct, it's one of the cars. We have trucks back to back.
That's very true. You have Vegas within 3 pairs.
It's the Pro Stock Truck Marathon.
Hey. All right, here comes our next pair. David Griffin. Couple tenths off the pace. 994, 172 for Frank Cantillo. Along with Florida, so he throw a couple thousand box. You know, he might take the Jason Gallagher. So just leave the box alone and keep going 5 rounds. I'm a foot brake racer. Iggy Francesca. Guy who's been doing this for a real long time and has a lot of wins to his credit. The 2005 Corvette Roadster. Over on the left-hand side. Green for Iggy goes 987, 170. 15 green right-hand side, 1005, 143 for the drag. I'll tell you what, nobody gets more passes at the drag strip than not on file. I don't know who that person is, but they get more cracks than that. Okay, Lauren Freer out of Mooresville, North Carolina, the 63 Corvette, staging up left-hand side. And John Taylor, former national event winner, he actually had 2 of these trucks. Out of Naples, Florida, 99 Dodge Dakota. Yeah, this is the, again, pro stock truck style build. Down in the weeds, extended cab. Taylor stops that box. Final call for stock eliminator. Final call for stock eliminator. If you're not here, you're about to be late. Final call for stock eliminator. Here comes our next pair, Chris Lewis and Craig Porter. Porter is a Mustang horse farmer by trade, and he's driving a Mustang. That almost seems too good to be true. Do a Ford versus Chevy battle, and Lewis will stage up. Camara on the left-hand side of the racetrack out of Rickon, Georgia, or Rikon, Georgia, whichever way you choose to pronounce it. $998 for Lewis at 167, $988 at 168 for Craig Porter. And again, from an outside perspective, Porter set himself up right. 14 foul quick. That's a throttle chop or 2 away from 990. Lewis is probably going to dial it a little bit more power for his next hit. Michael Harris and Michelle Linsby. Yes, yeah, I keep jumping over the end. Panama City Beach, Florida, left-hand side, 2005 Corvette. 1970 and 70 and a half. Production until Double 09 for Harrison, 187, 156, a 15 green for Lindsay, 1003, 150. James Weber, otherwise known maybe it's all just blurring together, and at this point in the morning, that's scary. 998 after a 17 tree for Corey Manuel left side, and Weber will either throw 36 thousandths in the box, or he flinched, or he'll take the Jason Galvin approach and just leave it alone. And then first round, just thumb the wheel. Is that even a correct way of saying for delay box? Do you thumb the wheel? I mean, I'm just like grasping at straws here because I'm a fuck brake racer.
I don't know. I'm sure there's some delay box out there somewhere.
Yeah, it probably belongs in the cylinder.
Probably.
Because I think now at this point you're pretty much just tapping buttons. So.
You know, they make triggers for trans brake buttons. So you can have a trigger for a trans